So anybody knows when it comes to account-based marketing, message is essential and laser targeted and focused messaging is absolutely crucial to success. So I want to share my recipe today for optimizing your messaging for account-based marketing campaigns. Today we're talking about message optimization for account-based marketing campaigns. Anybody who's run an ABM campaign knows that it is not a piece of cake, and there are some critical aspects to it that are essential to success. And probably the most important one of those is great messaging. Now, in order to optimize your messaging, you do need to do a little bit of testing. You want to be testing on four separate things. Now, the first thing for me is clarity. Is the message you're putting out to a specific persona or your ICP clear? Do they understand it? Are you using the right words that adequately articulates your message to your buyers? Now, second one is, of course, relevance. Now, is your message relevant to that specific individual? When it comes to ABM, you're talking about tiering off an organization into decision makers, influencers, users, whatever that might look like. Whatever tiered approach you want to take, you know that there's different levels of people that your messaging has to go to. Now, even at the decision maker level, you're talking CMO versus CFO versus VP of sales versus whatever else, right? Now, is your message relevant to that individual? And what do I mean by relevance? Well, relevance in this context means, have you adequately articulated the pain points for that specific person? Have you adequately articulated the solution to their problem of what keeps them up at night? Have you used the right words that are going to resonate with a CMO versus a CFO? So that is my second part of my recipe. Number three, let's talk about that part. Now, this is where it comes to value. Value is huge. Not only do you have to be clear and relevant, but there has to be value for that person. So in other words, have you articulated the message in such a way that that person is interested in learning more, in booking with you now? Have you articulated the value of why you versus your competitors? Why should they pick up the phone and call you? Why should they book you versus competitor A or B? Very important. And lastly is interest. Have you adequately piqued curiosity? Have you adequately piqued interest? And do they have a motivation to want to reach out now? Now, those are the four elements I think are crucial to any account-based marketing campaign being successful, is the ability to apply those four pieces to different people within an account. Now, how do you test this? How do you optimize it? You might think you've hit it on the button and hit all four of those, but how do you actually know before you put money, spend, and time and effort into disseminating this message? Well, I lean on the good old-fashioned Likert scale on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, 1 being lowest, 10 being highest. And now it's time to go out and find some members of your ICP or your buyer persona to give you some data. Now, I like to keep most of it quantitative, right? A scale of 1 to 10, it's easy to understand, but I also like to dip in a little bit of qualitative at the end where we might ask them if, you didn't feel this way or whatever that might look like. Tell me how it could have been more interesting to you. How could it be more relevant to you? So you want to reach out to your current customer database, figure out if there's anybody in there that meets your buyer persona, send them a message, let them know that you just have a quick four question survey or 5 question survey for them. And if they could just take a couple minutes of their time, you might even want to send a gift card if you really want to do that. But you should have some relationships you can lean on. If not, look at past customers, look at some folks in closed loss that might have a relationship with the company, or you could even just look on LinkedIn and see who of your network adequately meets your persona. Send them over the survey, Likert scale, on a scale of 1 to 5. How relevant was this message to you as a CMO in this industry? Right? You want to ask those questions. And like I said, nice to finish off with, if you answered less than 7 on any of these, how would I have been able to make it more relevant to you? How may I have made it more valuable to you, et cetera, et cetera. So that is my 4-step approach to optimizing, testing messaging before putting it out into an ABM campaign and spending money on getting it to your buyer persona. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be looking at things and we'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks for watching and keep removing those revenue roadblocks. If you want more videos like this, Follow our channel for fresh, new content every day. Check out our RevOps playlist, or how about this video chosen just for you? See you next time.